everybody. It's Thursday, January 23rd. Meine Geburtstag. 12:33 p.m. on the East Coast. We're live, of course, to celebrate the release of a new Xbox Developer Direct on in 26 minutes. 26 minutes that'll be rolling in. Xbox Developers Directs are not like an Xbox E3 presentation. These are more intimate, more in-depth. These are about the developers. They've only promised 4 games to show off, one being a mystery game. We might see more. I'm guessing we'll see more. But we'll see. We'll see how good, Halo looks. Sorry, Doom. No, not Halo. Definitely not Halo. Halo probably not for 2 more years. Doom. Pardon me for. I think I'm a little slow revving up today, and I know I got a long day ahead of me. That's the thing. Is immediately after this, I'm gonna get to work on delayed input, right? So I'm like geared up. I'm basically pacing myself like a marathon runner, knowing that if I expel too much energy now, I won't have it for later. So I'm like pretty much right now. I'm in like low key meditation mode. Blue DSK, thanks for being a 30-monther. This is where they turned it all around. As I was searching for links to this developer direct, right? YouTube was recommending a lot of videos to me. And there was one I almost clicked on because it was so obscene. The thumbnail said, "Bye-bye, Sony. Xbox just won." And I was like, how old is this? And it was posted 2 days ago. It was posted 2 days ago. Like, where do you... Okay. Bye-bye, Sony. Killer Priest, thanks for being a 53-monther. Big Coco, thanks for being a 28-monther. Shadow Drops, I'm counting on it. Ed Wayne, thank you for being a 40-monther. Is Mucho mad at me? Yeah, he's actually yelling at me right now for streaming. He's not happy about this at all. Kublai Khan, thanks for being a 51-monther. I am Becky, thanks for being a 13-monther. Tree Fox, thanks for being an 18-monther. Buglet, thanks for being a 3-monther. Trios, thanks for being a 20-monther. Dang, we got a lot of resubs in here, actually. Ri-Fi, thanks for being a 29-monther. I hope I'm all caught up. Nope, there's Huddy's Bebop, thanks for being a 56-monther. Whew. Rest in peace, Sony. I did see the One Piece Lego announcement. However, it comes with nothing of substance. We know there are 5 sets coming. But we don't even know what Lego Luffy looks like, which is, super important. Really important. We need to see that. Before anything, I have not seen this. This is a trailer for the Pokemon TCG Pocket set coming out next week. We'll be streaming this on Friday. It comes out next Wednesday. So I think I'll just hold off, not open any packs until next Friday so we can stream this shit. Let me know about volume, too. This is a good test. It seems really loud. Stop. Pause. Okay. What are we looking at here? I was saying we need more steel types. We need to add some steel types to the meta. Take 2 steel energy from the energy zone, attach it to one of your benched Pokemon. Fucking awesome. That's so good. Heavy impact being 100. Basically, you got this Dialga out to like make sure you win the game. Like 30 damage is okay, but also energizing 2 guaranteed per turn. It's like a good version of what that fucking Moltres does. This is like good Moltres. Yeah, that's nice. Palkia. Slash is hey, we love a 1 energy move, so it's not stranded out there, but Discard 3 water energy from this Pokemon. This attack also does 20 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. To me, this is a bad Articuno. Unless they got like extra water energy trainers that are like better than Misty, you know what I mean? Like that's too crazy. Misty turn 1, you know what'll happen. Yeah, for sure. People will be dropping their Misties and winning their 6 heads in a row and killing me with that move. But otherwise, I think this is a worse Articuno. Space-time Smackdown. Oh my god. Yeah. We'll be cracking packs. Cracking packs. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, hey, Pokemon tools are in, baby! This does 40 more damage. That's actually really nice. Everyone was so proud of their Pikachus doing 90 damage, but this guy can do 80. For less setup. Honchkrow doing 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon is probably nice. Depending on how much energy that takes. Holy shit, I didn't expect them to show this much. During this turn, attacks by your Garchomp and Togekiss do 50 plus damage. Ooh! Cynthia. Nasty. Damn. What's that Cresselia up to? Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. Ew, look at Cresselia's little hands. I didn't realize it was always just like doing this. Okay, that's gross. Okay. Yeah, who knew? Bless your heart. Fun, dude. Fun. We'll be there. We'll have to wait till Friday, obviously, but we'll be there. They're adding trades. Okay, I'm so sorry. I did see there were a few resubs in the middle of that. Just as during the Xbox, I'll hit them up afterward, you know, unless we're in some dry periods. So Mag Manny, thanks for being a 12-monther. Congrats on the year. Fromlock, thanks for being a 35-monther. Alles Gute zum Geburtstag, Bossman. Thank you. I think that means, like, have everything good for your birthday. Scams Han, thanks for being a 51-monther. Can I get no, yeah? After a tough year of balancing an intense, busy season at work and part-time school, my job decided to reward me with a raise, which is more cash to pay for my next degree. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Do you want a suggestion for a website where you might find your next college to get your next degree? I know of a good website. Am I streaming all day long? No, we are just streaming the Xbox thing. It's just the Xbox thing. Then I'm going to go straight to work on delayed input. Mediocre Apple, thanks for being a 54-monther. Kyle on a Thursday? Yeah, just going live for the heck of it. And then Xbox decided to be on today, so, we had to. I have not gotten any Happy Meals yet. To be quite frank with you, I would need a better selection of Pokemon cards to get a Happy Meal. To be quite frank with you, I was not impressed with the selection. Feliz cumpleaños. Cumpleaños. Cumpleaños? Is that right? Cumpleaños? Any bets on the developer direct? No, I did write some bets down. But then I decided I have to do work today, so I kind of killed the idea. But I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. Oh, don't look at that. That's you, chat. I did write some down. Okay, so here's the thing. Yearly Weekly Dan, thank you for gifting that gift sub. Femboy Waluigi, thanks for being a 10-monther. Just got to the panty raid in Rebirth. I don't remember that. Also, if you hated PC gaming before, you will loathe our very existence once you see the PC Gamer review. Oh no. Shit, don't look at that. That's you, chat. Yeah, is that DLC? I don't remember the panty raid. This shit. For 2 years running, the Xbox Developer Direct has started with this exact same song with shots of people entering their offices and waving around. I wasn't invited. Got it. I think there's a high probability they do this shit again. Same song, same slow-mo shots of people walking in and going like this. This shit. Same damn song. 2 years in a row. Don't make it 3. Don't you dare make it 3. Hey, oh my, hey, my coworkers. Hey. Because here's the thing. This is an inherently good idea. Developer directs are an inherently good idea. Like, let's actually focus on the developers themselves. You won't see Phil Spencer today. He doesn't show up for this shit. It's not his time. It's not his moment. However, it never fully comes off as genuine as it ought to be. You know what I mean? It's like incredibly overproduced. The producer says, give me something. Do something. Okay, so on this take, just do something crazy. Just do something crazy. When, like, you know what I mean? There's no like documentary quality to this. Do you think she even really got a good role, or did they say, pretend you just got a good role? Was that Troy Baker doing the flip? No. Got it. Okay. Just some guy with a gun. Warpipe, thanks for being a 56-monther. Will Xbox win today? Best performance. Is it Jurgens or Jurgens? Actually, 2 years in a row, they had somebody do this. You might be able to count on, at the end of that exact same song, another person doing this. Yeah, I thought it was Jurgens. So yeah, I do feel like we got a good shot, chat, at a shadow drop. I feel like we have a decent chance at that. Obviously, they're going with this exact same aesthetic again. Once I pull up this year's, it looks the exact same. So they're definitely gonna do the little like the squeaky sound of somebody writing on a whiteboard that will be present once more. Unfortunately, I can't go full screen yet until they're live, but I'll pull this up anyway. That was good. You like the little squeaks? I think you can't do the same shit every year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't even go like theater mode, so you have to see this chat. Anyway, here's what's up. Doom. The Dark Ages. I do actually love that subtitle. You can hide it. I wouldn't know how. Oh, I see it. Big old X right here. Compulsion Games with South of Midnight. Sandfall Interactive with Claire Obscura. Expedition 33. A mystery game. All this, like an explicit mystery game. By the way, chat, thank you to everybody who said happy birthday. I do appreciate that. I haven't been acknowledging them, but I do appreciate it. I feel like there's 5. I feel like there's this mystery game, and then they're going to be like, and another one. Developer Direct 23 is the one that we all remember for featuring Hi-Fi Rush, which wasn't even like on the grid. That was the one they squeezed in. So I feel like there's a chat. Like, this is stupid, right? It's stupid to be told I'm getting a surprise and then saying like, yeah, but what about 2 surprises? But that's kind of what I'm feeling. That's just the vibe I got right now. I think there's an okay chance this is a big game from a big studio, but which is so weird because it's like, it's why I didn't like the fact that they brought in the NetEase studio last year to give you a game from an established franchise, right? When like the whole point of Developer Direct is like give your teams a time in the spotlight, not just to like impress people that you have some Japanese support. You know what I mean? Though Sandfall Interactive is not an Xbox studio, so maybe that's just never been the intent. id Software, Compulsion Games, Xbox. Sandfall Interactive, I couldn't tell you a thing about them, actually. Can we click on the 8th recommended video? The Maze Runner? No, that's a fucking movie. I'm not going to buy that for you, chat. It's free with ads, Kyle. I guess it's free with ads. Let's watch Maze Runner. That would be so fun. You know the title is Developer Direct. Don't remember if they included Xbox previous years. Oh, you talk about this little symbol here? Yeah, for sure. Super Rookie. You're going to make me go back and look. Hi-Fi Rush was teased as a redacted game from Tango. You got a screenshot of that? I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. I am curious. That runs contrary to my memory of it. I'll pull it up. Holy shit, this is so funny to me. Goodbye, Sony. I'm just trying to find relevant links, please. Please. I'm just looking for relevant links. Oh shit, this is actually really funny. This will tell you how quickly the times have changed. 2023's was called Developer Direct, presented by Xbox and Bethesda. Come on. Why is this still in the upload? Here we go. So, as you can see, yeah, it was... Here we go. Both logos up top. Bethesda really got backseated with the Activision acquisition. They thought they were big shots. And then they fucking picked up Activision and it's like, okay, Bethesda, you are the second seat. Get in the back. That's right. Yeah. So look at this. Tango Gameworks redacted straight from the start. Straight from the start. Just started Rebirth on Steam Deck. We'll see if it's the true GOAT. Hell yeah. Obviously, you're not getting the full effect on Steam Deck. Metaphor is going to be better on the Steam Deck than Rebirth will be. Is that Redfall? Yeah, that's the other thing is, like, traditionally, there's, like, some shit in these that, like, we're all impressed with in the moment. Like this fucking Minecraft game. You remember when, like, we had to spend a minute respecting this Minecraft game? Minecraft Legends. And we're like, oh, shit. Yeah, they're really building something here. Minecraft is a huge IP. This could be a big hit. And then obviously it wasn't. Obviously. But like what's funny about these presentations is they like demand that you respect these games because of the way they're presented. All right, hold on. Sandfall is a 30-person French team. Clair Obscur is being published by Kepler Interactive, who put out Sifu, Chia, Flintlock, and Scarn. 30-person French team. Cool. Want to get mad on your birthday. Chat's been hinting at this PC Gamer review. Young Burb, thanks for being a 4-monther. Honestly, like this person is writing defensively. No. You can't let this shit affect you. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tries to convince you it's moving. Like, all right, bro. Good job. Good job. Like you did it. Great review. Forza Motorsport was, I actually forgot they did Forza Motorsport year 1. Hi-Fi Rush was the surprise game. Elder Scrolls Online had a decent chunk. And then Redfall was most of this shit. Wow. They thought Redfall was the game. Well, remember, at this point, Kyle, this is the presented by Xbox and Bethesda. This would be their E3s. Their E3s would be like Xbox and Bethesda as well. They would actually separate them like that. So then, really quick, let me pull up last year's again. I want to see if there was at any point a surprise in that shit. So maybe, because here's what I'm starting to doubt is that there may not be, hey Mucho, there may not be a shadow drop today. No, not you. You've got all the attention you need. Okay, so we've gotten rid of the Bethesda logo, even though we still have Bethesda games. They're just not big enough anymore. Yeah, Aura History Untold was one of the games last year. I picked it up in my fantasy league and everyone said, why would you do that? Obviously that game was going to be stupid. It's because I get tricked by these presentations. That's the answer. These presentations trick me into thinking I'm looking at great games. All right, so we had Avowed, which still isn't out yet, but they're not going to do it 2 years in a row. We had Hellblade 2, which was coming out pretty soon, actually. Here's where we had... Yeah, this was a surprise. Watch how they squeak this shit in.
May 21st.
It's why I'm expecting a lot of release dates today, too. This is nice. Okay, you ready for the squeak? Uh-oh. What's this? What's this? Square Enix. Wow, that's a huge Japanese studio. What's this? No way. A Mana game on Xbox? This is huge. I get tricked by this shit. They trick me. You know what I mean? This presentation, it makes everything feel bigger than it really is.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada.
The use of music, I get tricked. So yeah, this was a big deal. Aura, a big deal.
X games.
Aura was a big deal. And then
Aura
Indiana Jones was like the rest of it. Damn.
Natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components.
So much Andy. Ale, thank you for gifting a gift sub to Kyle Loves Xbox 1994. Fall Thorn, thank you for being a 17-monther. Indy earned it. Okay, chat. I know this was your goatee. I know it. There's nothing I can do about it. This game convinces you it moves. Let me pull up the real one, because we're about to go. We're about to go, baby. And it's true. That game convinces you it moves, and it's true. We're about to go. Oh, fuck. They're using the same song. They're using the same song. I can't believe the mileage they're getting out of this shit. All right, so here's the guess then. If we're locked in with the same song, if we're pretty much locked in with people slow-mo going, hi, will they do this again? That's the number one thing where it's like there's somebody doing this who truly believes that this gesture is key to a developer direct. No, I'm not doing the scribbling sound effects. Those are live. Not changing songs is saving jobs. No, bro. It's like we own this one. We own this track. Let's not get a new composition this year. If a Clay Obscura demo drops, will you try it? Not today, because I'll have to get straight to work. But yeah, we could stream that Friday. That's the thing. If anything cool is shadow dropped, we'll play that Friday. There's no rush to play Skull Island Rise of Kong. Yeah, I hope Doom is that last 10-minute, like the big chunk, the last 20-minute chunk, you know? Mr. Brownie, this being a 28-monther. How's the volume? It does seem loud now. I'll turn it down a little bit. And then let me see if I can turn on subtitles for you, actually. I wonder if those work live. All games day one on Game Pass. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and cloud gaming. But buy once. Okay. Enjoy the show. Helicopter, thanks for being a brand new subscriber. Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If you get regular Game Pass, you don't get shit. You get old games. Fuck this song. Fuck this song. No waves yet, though. People walking into the office, but they're so serious. To you. Fuck! You know, just walk down the hallway like you normally would. Okay. All right. Oh. No gesture. That's the big evolution this year. No gesture. We got a thumbs up instead. Oh, mystery game first. Okay. There's 5 games. There's 5 games, bro. No way you do your mystery first. Team Ninja. Let's see them walk into their offices in slow motion. Do you think it's a Ninja Gaiden game?
こんにちは。超えてくもゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。
It is. I mean, that looked like a Ninja
今日は
Gaiden
皆様
game.
にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。
Camera pulled out a little
早速
more than
です
you
が
would
こちらを
expect.
ご覧ください。
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
Platinum Games. I told my chat they're still alive. I told you.
No escape.
This looks very fun to me. I guess you would say, okay. I would say it's more 3D platformery, right? Than you would expect. The grappling hook and wall riding is funny, right? But, you know, I just love the idea. We got, like, you know, you're just doing counters. Counters and parries.
This is it.
With the Sephiroth sword.
Hayabusa.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here.
Great trailer moment, honestly.
So you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Straight up 4.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待た
What
せ
an
しました。
abrupt cut there, right?
最強の忍者となり容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしま
It's
した。
funny, bro.
先ほどご覧いただいた映像の
It's
中
like
で
adding a new
リュウハヤブサ
character to
も登場
Devil May
しておりました
Cry every time, but we're always gonna like
彼は
Ryu
今
the
回密
most.
接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、リュウハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか。
Something cool as shit about a sleeveless ninja.
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
Boost audio
物語
bit, you got
は
it.
黒龍がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒龍がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが
Yeah, I think this rules. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this is good.
この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
I think it needs something a little extra to stand out. It looks exactly like what you would expect it to. And in fact, I haven't seen him take down any helicopters
世
yet.
界観は継承し、そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として
I'd say the locations look very samey so far. The enemies look very samey so far. And I mean, this is not necessarily a good looking
街が
environment.
呪いの影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京は、とある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージ
Oh, you know, we
リン
love
グや
that.
シリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
The assassination moves off the wall jump is really cool, I think.
ダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、
Yeah, yeah. I feel like these should have been back to back in the trailer. This is
ステー
fun.
ジが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ
So
若
serious.
さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者外伝シリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。 そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは荒れ果てた東京の治安維持組織であり、黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人ならざる者妖魔、
I like their
そ
duck
してもち
masks.
ろん
Those are cool.
シリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。
It's crazy. You see all this and it
さらに
makes it look
ヤク
easier,
モが使え
right?
る新要素、
I feel like this is
鉄石
easier than
ユニッ
Ninja
ト
Gaiden
例
Black.
の型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって、これまでから大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く
But like the
戦況を
long
一気
sword
に
looks
覆すこと
fun
が
to
できます。
fight with, right?
もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。プレイヤー同様、
I'm thinking a lot like the Blades of Chaos in
緊
God
張
of
感のあ
War.
るフェアな戦
Sometimes you
闘
just
を
need
味わうこ
reach.
とができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、
Yeah, this forest environment is like
戦闘バリエーションを楽し
the
むことが
only
できる
different thing
よう
they've
になっ
shown
てい
so
ます。
far, you know? Everything else is wet, dark city.
ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆直しなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り
I'd
上げる
love for them to go into their
総力を
gear
挙げて
system,
開
right?
発
They
を進
showed
め
us
ております。
opening a treasure
容赦
chest.
ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りを
They like
ヤクモで
hinted
も目
at
指
it,
していま
but
す。
like I'd love to see
皆
what
様
that's all
に
about.
進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさん
Switch
と
2
共
for
に
sure.
まさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Fall 2025.
さて、本日
That
お
went by
伝
really
えしたい
fast.
発表は
I missed all
これ
the
だけではありま
details.
せん。こちらをご覧ください。
He said uno mas. Doesn't this game seem so much more environmentally interesting immediately? You know what I'm saying? This looks like a better video game, bro.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
So nice.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Genshin. Go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous.
Genshin Impact.
Has come.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. What a name. That's perfect.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました。綺麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、リュウハヤブサに加え、あやね、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。
Today.
忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください。
Yeah, man, we could play that on Friday. I think I'll fucking suck at it, but it looks fun as hell, you know?
2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 doesn't look better than Ninja Gaiden 2, bro. That's what's sad about it. Whoa, did you see it actually even said PC, PS5 in the consoles? That was crazy. It did not say Switch 2, though. I'll have to check.
Hi,
I feel like the
welcome to
Mana game
Compulsion
last
Games
year.
Here in
Sorry.
Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape,
Contrast team.
mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight,
Got
our
it. So they don't own the studio, but they own the game. Is that the
story and
case?
characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark.
Honestly, I loved watching a chest opening animation. That's like a top 10 gaming turn-ons, chat. It's probably number 10, but I love opening a chest.
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do. As long as you didn't forget the flashlights and batteries.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
We wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Hazel, no. Wizard of Oz moment.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our world, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
I think you got like a witch ant in this game.
The world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
Who has the other half of your mom's necklace?
Up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself.
It doesn't look fully intentional, right?
Weaver thing and help me down.
Meeting
The
Catfish
animation style,
marks
I
the true
mean.
beginning
Like
of
the
Hazel's
stop
journey.
motion style. It
All
doesn't
of
look like
Hazel's
fully
arsenal and powers
there.
are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle.
It's not quite on
two wooden
Spider-Man's
hooks,
level.
And a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
It doesn't look like
As
a
her
Switch
journey
game.
unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique
Infinity
moveset,
Nikki
strengths,
style.
and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed.
Ravager.
Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills become the key to gaining the upper hand in combat.
Take this, you fucking haint.
Pull, and move are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant
I don't know
enemies
what the word.
close
I've
to
never
start
heard
melee
the word
combos.
haint before. I kind of
Looking
like
back
it.
to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple
All
types
right,
of
same
opponents
criticism
at the
for
same
both
time.
these games so far.
Once near death, enemies can be unraveled.
Focus more on
breaking
the
their core
opening
and
of
setting them
chests.
free.
But in, like in this game in
Which has the
particular,
added benefit of providing
haint is an old
eloquence
southern
and
word for
reducing
ghost or
ability
evil
cooldowns.
spirit. I love it.
If you play your combos
Um,
right, you can enhance Hazel's
Insane,
combat
this game in
readiness and keep on
particular is
changing her
focusing
abilities.
on its
As Hazel
combat
progresses in the
first.
game, she unlocks
When that
new
is so
moves and
clearly
improved
not its
abilities,
strength.
and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize.
Floofs.
The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing.
It took
area
40
defense
seconds for us to all realize, like, oh, combat is not
refining,
this game's
push,
strong
and pull
suit.
skills to improve precision.
Let him
and
cook.
make
I'm
them feel
I'm
more
trying,
rewarding.
chat.
The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a
they
mythical
should
creature
start
with
with this
their
shit.
own Southern Gothic history.
Yeah, start
You'll
here.
gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it.
Reminds me of like
From the
Psychonauts.
atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and
Psycho
gameplay
hates.
sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic.
Yeah.
These
This is
encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore.
And they have their
to
own theme
climactic
songs? That's kind of
We
cool.
got a
I like that.
long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian
swamp
peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugaloo. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
That's why I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our Moody Compulsion signature style, but this time we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character.
Yeah.
Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
They're showing like one alternate costume.
At Compulsion Games,
I wonder if they're
we love
holding
to
back
craft
on those.
around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines.
Or if
that
there's just like one
collaborate to
portion of the
give
game
South
where you
of
switch that
Midnight such a
costume one
unique
time.
personality. We hope you enjoyed
This poor
this
guy.
deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now
really
available
soon.
on Xbox and Steam.
Somber piano. This is not your happy-go-lucky JRPG.
Bonjour everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor.
This is an FRPG.
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in
Here
game
we are.
development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to
Funny
create
sound up
something
there, I
like
liked
the
it.
JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with
I
new
like how he had
features,
the Edge magazine where
and
they're
took
on the
place
cover.
in a
That's funny.
compelling world.
Why not?
I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon,
I like
I
this
was
shit.
creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system.
Tell
Things
us the
really
story of the
clicked when we
development a little
tested
bit.
The first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth.
Okay.
Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love.
Sure.
And a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sunfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy.
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story.
Their office freaks
and
me
Guillaume
out,
and I
man.
spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook.
That building is older than the United
67
States, you know what I
years
mean? It's
ago,
just one of those
a
super
massive
old, cool
slumbering
buildings.
paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
So the 33-year-olds are all gonna die. I'm gone at this point.
We honor your dedication.
I'm already gone.
Jim
Don't
and I
worry
knew
about
early
me.
on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves?
No, we're gonna kill that god.
These
We're not
questions
even
are deeply
scared.
personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition. even
And
if they fight all the
extremely
time.
cut
To
abs.
them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's a...
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustave, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher. And a
waiting for this shit.
He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
She said it's not all dark.
Foot! Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go.
Damn.
He is a Gestrol, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Gestrols across the game.
Good, yes. Good. Let's have
And
some
of
fun.
course, there is Esquier, who is one of
He
the
said
oldest
bonjour.
and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world.
Hey now!
And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
Now we're talking.
But I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
Yeah, chocobo, like overworld chocobo shit.
Narrative, we had a clear vision.
This fucking guy playing his organ while everyone else is trying to work.
Our system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction.
Get your own room, bro.
Which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or firing
That
at
was
the right
crazy.
time.
Yeah, it's got like
But balancing
Mario
turn-based
RPG
with
stuff to it
real-time
too.
Mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial
Sure.
playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character
It really
has a
seems like
unique
those are the
mechanic.
4 party members
Mei
though, huh?
switches between stances, which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to
No,
make
the
Mei the
monster
protector of the
transforming
group,
guy
but
is
I'm
takes
pretty
up a
much
party
the only
member
one at the
slot.
studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustave's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina.
Okay, bro.
Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina and weapons.
That's so many.
So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel
I do need
Village
more
is hidden
faces, bro.
inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrels.
These creatures
Forgotten
need more
wooden
faces.
toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger.
I get Mario and
with
Luigi
traps and
vibes, you know?
labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestrel.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world.
Blink.
I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes,
Cool.
We've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than
Looks
we
great,
expected.
bro. You did
You'll
great.
definitely need Eske's help traveling around.
Here we go.
We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths
Bonjour.
and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
This game looks great. This is a really good demonstration of this game. It's why I like Developer Direct. It's all about this shit right here.
4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wish the game and follow us for more info.
We are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team, it's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Doom. Yeah, there you go, chat. So I think maybe not PC Game Pass. I wonder why they would leave PC out there. No, it was COME. They had subtitles, chat.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more
Welcome
than
to
30
Dallas.
years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed
Home of
since
Jerry
then,
World.
but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
I actually believe that moment. A lot of that shit's scripted. I actually believe him. Am I a sucker for buying that? Man, I actually love the fur on the costume too. I think it looks cool.
In the Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom the Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form.
It's gonna make me
So
proud.
let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a
They still like
fighter jet.
Pokemon out there.
In Doom the Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block.
Forgot how much I liked the reveal trailer for this game.
Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Stand and fight.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all.
So it looks like there's 4 different colors to counter with your shield, right?
That opening parry with. How about an iron flail?
So like it's like parry up, parry down, parry left, right?
Or even a Doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
What button? The trigger.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Yeah, it seems like there's 4 colors of circles.
Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics
Seems controller friendly. It really does.
To form the new
You don't see somebody really like jumping around. The gameplay has not been impressive technically yet, right? Controller friendly is a good observation, chat. Stand and fight. Don't jump.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a
Game speed? What are you thinking? That's so crazy, actually.
Gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very
It's got a turbo button, yeah.
30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building, it's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists.
Oh my god, what are you doing at this point?
We also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. These are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat system
My chat loves Power
are
Fantasies.
deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages.
There you go, yeah.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments.
I definitely think they're going for a more broad appeal game here.
Something new waiting to
I don't
be
think it's the
discovered.
wrong direction, but I feel like some Doom Eternal fans are going to ask what they did to the game, you know?
Missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside
Which
the
is why
castle
they
walls.
showed the speed ticker. That you can, it's like, hey, if you think this looks basic and easy, just make it 160% speed.
As you see fit.
Easy.
Any gun you choose.
Don't complain, just make it double the speed.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game. Discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the
Like, you're
pace of the
just
game.
thoughtlessly mowing down those
Where you
enemies,
go,
you know what I mean? There's no processing
who you
happening
fight,
there.
And the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
That's when you get your giant robot. Like, this is actually crazy. This is actually crazy.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars,
Do you know Finishing Move?
medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line. And
You went
are
really
the star
big
of
with
the
this
show.
one.
Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become
A lot of people in this
the best
hallway.
game id has ever made.
With that,
is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
This May. Yeah, everything's coming soon, dude. No mas.
I cannot move.
This is so like.
You will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
All of Hazel's powers are designed around textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system is built around chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
This is weird. They're picking weird sound ups here.
Has real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
Should be like the final point of each game, you know?
忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
Like that. Ultimate. Yeah, it was pretty fun, man. Exciting times ahead. Yeah, good few months up ahead. It's pretty I think that this is, as opposed to the other ones, this is the most like near future they've done for a developer direct. April, May, fall obviously, but Ninja Gaiden 2 Black play today is so crazy. Did Xbox win? Yeah, bye Sony. Bye Sony. The one thing I wanted to check was if the PS5 was ever mentioned during last year's presentation, just with that one Mana game. Because, yeah, they had PS5 straight up in the upcoming release dates for these, which was pretty crazy. Shall I drop in Ninja Gaiden 2 Black for tomorrow? Yeah, I think Kong's getting booted. You know what? I think, honestly, the Witch game is getting booted. So I think we'll do Ninja Gaiden 2 Black tomorrow, Kong Saturday, and then never that Witch game. Have you seen the Mika reviews? No, are they good? Should I pivot back? Yeah, it's called Mika and the Mountainous Witch. Is that an ass kicker? Gaiden 2? Oh yeah, I'm going to be fucking cursing and spitting for 8 hours straight. Pull Kong versus Witch? No, chat. It's always about which one I want to play worse, and I'd rather play Kong than the Witch game, I think. Maybe you can play it Monday if you finish Taz early. Yeah, we could probably do that. Damiani was not too hot on it either when they did previews. That's the thing, is like Mika I think is a really good trailer, but I don't want to have like a bad time with a game that's just trying its hardest. You know what I mean? I don't want to be there like being miserable during just a little sweet game for sweeties. Do I think Doom going for casual appeal will work out? No. I think that there will be like a hardcore backlash. I'm nervous about it. It's very clear to me they're going for a broader audience. Chris Duo, thanks for being a 4-monther. KC87, thanks for being a 53-monther. 53 Xboxes for Sony. Migaz, thanks for being a 48-monther. Praise be Lingua. DM Deering, thank you for being a 22-monther. Missed the start. Expedition 33 still looks cool, right? It looks cool. It looks cool. The concern I had previously was that it seems like there are 4 main characters and then nobody else has faces. Clearly they did show NPCs. However, It really seems like this game is about your 4 people and then everyone else. It doesn't seem like they'll ever interact with another expressive face in the entire game, you know? It's so weird to me. Nerdazoid, thanks for being a 50-monther. Happy birthday, Kyle. Hope you have a good one. I already have. This was a gift. Thank you, Xbox. An experience share. Thank you for gifting. Thank you for subscribing. Brand new subscriber. Can I comment on Sothonic being used to describe a roar? I would say it's probably like, Arr! Is it your birthday? Yeah. Dark Ages ain't it. I'll tell you, chat, I didn't stream Doom Eternal. I will probably stream this. They made a basic Doom game for people like me. This does seem more my vibe, you know what I mean? It's like, and you get into a big giant robot, and there's a dragon. It's like, okay, cool. Ale, thank you for gifting a gift sub to Happy Birthday, Kyle. Simple Gamer Kyle. Yeah. I could understand people being upset about it. How old am I? I'm 39. One more year and I'm 40. Already dead in the world of Expedition 33. Kyle loves a power fantasy. Yeah, so I think that the games look good, but I think each of them had like definitely moment, you know what I mean? I think for South of Midnight it is that combat. I don't think any one of those battles looked fun except for the giant boss fights. When you're, I mean, we can just kind of rewatch that shit, can't we? And it's so crazy to me they started with that. I wonder if they were trying to... Oh, they actually started with Ninja Gaiden 4. And so my... for this is like, environments.
However,
this game has like no environmental variety. Squarica, thank you for gifting a gift sub.
Fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues.
And quite frankly, the new character doesn't look cool. Which I think, you know, was still the case with like Nero. You know what I mean? Like Nero is just a less cool Dante. I think they made him work by DMC5. This guy's your Nero. You know, he's a younger version of the character we already like.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
What name do I prefer? Dante or Nero? Dante, bro. In a game called Devil May Cry? Name me Dante.
No escape.
So honestly, I feel like this poor game is not going to review well. I think it looks really cool. But I think it's also like a half measure if we're being frank. Forrest with 2 R's, thank you for gifting gift sub to Xbox. It doesn't have a proportionate budget that the other Ninja Gaiden games had. It's not like, I mean, like, it's so apparent by the time they show Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It's like, oh, they were like hitting hard with this franchise back in the day. Like, this game looks better, bro. It looks better than 4. It looks better than the game you made in 2025. This looks cool as shit. The costume looks better. The character design looks better, dude. The environments look better. The combat looks cleaner, I would say. This is a remake? Still, chat. A remake should not look better than the new game coming out months after it. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I'm saying, like, this is better enemy design than, like, anything they showed for the new game. It doesn't? You are just weird? Nah. No. It looks better. It looks better than this. It looks better
隠さ
than
れたア
this.
イテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
Except for that. That was huge. This is the hugest moment of the entire demonstration. 4 looks generic. It kind of just looks generic, yeah. Like even that costume design's a miss, bro. Overdone. Overdone. Strangely, like, concave crotch, too. Why is he got, like, tinfoil creaking in here on the crotch? Just over-designed. What do I think about the upcoming 2D Ninja Gaiden? That looks fun. That looks fun. You know what? Yeah, I deserve that.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, I deserve that. You're right. I deserve that. I love shit like this, though. All right, so yeah, Chad, I quite frankly think the old game looks better than what you see before you. Chiclana and friends, thanks for being an 8-monther. We're coming in, okay. Come on in. We're just reviewing everything we just saw. Chat, is this the Louvre? Is that what I'm thinking of?
ヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術、ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって、これまでから大きく進化した。
Thanks for the birthday wishes. Thanks everybody. Welcome in, Raiders. We just finished watching this. I'm saying, here's the thing. This is where I start losing my chat. This is where they start turning against me. I'm saying this looks good. I'm saying they did a good job. It's really cool there's a Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm saying it is less ambitious than the previous entries in the franchise. I'm saying it looks less good than the remaster of 2 that is coming out today. Remake, I should say. My chat's looking at this screenshot and saying like, ooh la la. Ooh. Wow, look at that level. This is what my chat's doing right now. That looks good is what my chat says. My chat says, Zuta Lord.
もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率も健在です。プレイヤー同様、敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張感のあるフェア
Do
な
I
戦
think they have
闘
enough
を
time
味わうこと
until
ができ
fall
ます。
to make it ooh la la? That's the other thing is like maybe this is just the first world. Perhaps this is like you just start in rainy, damp Tokyo and eventually you get to that cool forest and stuff. Like maybe this is just the start of the game.
動きをしっかりと捉えながら、一瞬の隙を逃さず
My chat says, ooh la la.
に攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
Like I think even these finishers, which should feel crazy, I don't know. It feels like to me, feels like No More Heroes. You know what I'm saying?
感じられるかと思います。
I feel like No More Heroes does a better job with this. Stop lying about us to the Raiders. Okay, my bad. Have I seen release dates promoting other platforms in previous Xbox shows like today? That was, you know what? I was wondering that. I would like to... Let's fact check that first and foremost. Let me see. Let me pull up that other Xbox. The one from last year. Let us see about that. We got to fact check that. Okay, so pull this up, pull that up, pull that up, pull that up. No More Heroes Catching Strays. I'm saying No More Heroes did a better job with that. Like the cool, splashy final hit. I don't know what you would call it. Kill accentuation. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. No. So 1 year ago, they refused to even mention the PS5. So that's new. Still getting happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Thank you. So yeah, that's a new thing. They're not ashamed. They're no longer ashamed. Ninja Gaiden 2 is up on Xbox. Chat's saying it's not on Steam yet. I wonder if it's like only on Xbox today. It is on PSN as well. Copy that. Then hell yeah, chat. I think we should stream that shit on Friday. I'm into it. I might be cursing and spitting, but like we should at least try it. That's funny, right? Both characters can perform legacy abilities like the flying swallow drop and Izuna drop. That's fun. So they do have some carryover. They're not entirely unique characters.
シリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの
Yeah, I wonder what Ryu gets to make up for not having an extendable sword. South of Midnight was next.
The forefront of our story. It's the macabre.
You open a
While
chest.
our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story.
All right, so can I be honest with you? I'm now scared that this chest opening animation is just for a cutscene. I'm not actually sure this game has chests.
So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger
Does South of Midnight have chests?
than life creatures that will.
Finishing Move. Sorry, this was mentioned earlier. I asked my chat if anybody knows who Finishing Move is. They make the music for the new Doom. They do Borderlands 3 and Halo Wars 2. That's chat. I'm not familiar with this. Like a third-party composing company for video games. That's crazy. And Flight Simulator.
Leave a mark on her journey and growth.
That's fairly common, huh?
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
flashlights and batteries.
Yeah, you definitely have a cool magical aunt.
Let's go.
Get the flashlights and batteries.
Oh, should we got 5 minutes?
Oh, that was such a weird cut. I didn't notice this live.
To do.
As long as you didn't forget the
flashlights and batteries.
Oh, should we got 5?
Oh, shit, we got 5? Like, what happens there? That's so weird.
5 minutes. Let's go.
Really weird cut.
You didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
They just cut out some dialogue, but did it awkwardly. It says best friend. It doesn't say sister. So do you think she gave it to us and we denied our mother our best friendship? This necklace is saying a lot more than you realize, chat. This is narratively actually very deep and complex.
You want
cut to avoid full swear? It's kind of like 2 different shots even though.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now. You want to bring this up right now?
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
I went too far ahead. No, I like Wizard of Oz vibes. Obviously, that mom is not dead. Our character may fear she is dead, but she's obviously not dead.
Hazel.
Yeah, I do wonder if she's got alternate costumes. That's like the chat. That's like a most important thing for a game like this. And after Tears of the Kingdom, you have to know that. Sorry, Breath of the Wild, we'll say even. If you're making a 3D action adventure game with only one costume, you're doing a disservice to your audience. You see her in one later. Yeah, totally. You do. She's got one other costume she wears. This one right here. So I wonder if there's multiple or if like at some story point you switch to this.
Jump attacks and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because aints have powerful
Happy birthday
defensive
from
abilities.
Chiclana and friends. Thanks
Mastering your
everybody.
magical
Appreciate that
skills
still
becomes
soon.
the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight.
I can't believe how much
Timing
time they spent on
is
this
everything.
combat system explaining
Pull
it.
distant enemies close to start melee combos. Push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then
What do you call that? A medium combo or a meaty combo? Subtitles are on, bro. Damn.
Push them back is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos.
He says meaty.
Push them back to interrupt and stun their attack.
But like, can I be honest with you? I don't think this guy likes fighting games. Melee, you know what? He might be saying melee. Yeah. I don't think he's saying meaty. No way he would call that a meaty combo.
Enemies close to start melee combos.
I like melee. Yeah. I think he's saying melee, but he's pronouncing it melee.
Push them back to interrupt and stun their attack.
Yeah.
Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes.
That makes way more
Spells
sense.
interact uniquely with each
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, like,
advantage with follow-up strike.
the weapons don't look fun, bro. Like on a foundational, like the most basic level of like combat in video games, right? The weapons don't look fun.
With each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios.
Kyle's
Especially
gaslighting
when
the
facing
French
multiple
again.
types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of.
Yeah, so I think like all of that game looks so cool. The environments look really fun. The boss fights look really nice. I think that
Of these beings, once human or animal,
those 3v1,
were transformed by
4v1
tragedy.
in a small
Their
circle
secrets waiting to be discovered.
combat
As a
encounters
weaver, Hazel heals these
do not look
creatures
fun.
by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
Why would anyone do that?
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each
I
one.
love this shit.
While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face
Performance
mythical
and voice
creatures
director
in
for this
epic
is Ahmed
confrontation
Best.
before she can heal them.
Cool.
Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight.
You know what vibes I get from Huggin' Molly?
Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or
Part of their world. This is where Ariel brings all her trinkets back. You know what I'm saying? Ariel's Fortress of Solitude, the grotto. Yeah.
Hugging Molly.
Disney vibes through the whole
Each
game?
of these
Yeah, honestly,
larger-than-life
yeah.
creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to
Hell yeah.
climactic battles.
They're telling a fairy tale.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of midnight on.
Excuse me. I guess I was pronouncing it Sebastian's way. Ariel. I was pronouncing it like Sebastian does. Look at this suit they just got hanging out here in their office. South of Midnight is $40. Expedition 33 is $50. That is incredibly interesting to me. And to be quite honest with you, I know this is fucked up. I look at this game more positively considering it is a $40 game. Damn.
As a hero's journey.
I know that's
And as
rude. I know
Hazel,
that's a shit thing
you'll
to say.
Travel through a tapestry of Saturn-inspired landscapes.
But now you look at this as like, oh,
From
40 you
abysmal
say.
swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical
Well, now,
South,
hold on a
decaying
minute.
buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a
You see Papa Noel over there?
decaying buildings.
Like Flintlock, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That definitely colored my impression of Flintlock as well. With the 2 gators, I hope Papa Noel shows up at some point, please. I don't want to ask for too much with my $40, but if this man can show up on a sleigh being pulled by 2 gators, I mean, I would pay $50.
Claimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugolo. And as Hazel delves deeper,
That's honestly,
reality
Chad,
bends
incredibly
ever more
interesting to
toward the fantastical.
When we start thinking about
The
how
history,
Xbox is
landscape, and
using its
folklore of the
studios,
American Deep South
it has
fill
so
our
many,
world,
right?
And our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and Haint Blue porches.
This idea that Game Pass is there to make you feel like you're getting a great value, right? Like you're getting these huge big games day one. I would think that would incentivize them to charge the full $70 for a first party game like this. And obviously they don't control how much Claire Obscura is going to charge for their game, right? Yeah, I like that alt costume so much. That one's way better. And then we've seen this boss. So this must be like this boss's area. Once you get, like, this is the intro to what will be this boss's domain. That's cool. I love the look of this house up here. Very cool imagery. Anyway, I think that's interesting to put a smaller budget on this game, which doesn't, to me, it doesn't, like, yeah, like $40 for this game is kind of nuts. It doesn't seem like a $40 game. But at the same time, like, there was something inside where you're like, yeah, that's not quite. Okay, so yeah, we actually see 3 different shots of her opening that chest. This was a cutscene chest and not an in-game chest. I see that now. Yeah, I think these weapons are dorky. I feel like a smaller budget these days from Microsoft is huge. Yeah, so what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about, like, that Inafune robot desert game. And at that time, like, that was a big Xbox One exclusive, Recore. Recore was a big Xbox exclusive, but basically it was on the same level of this game you see before you. We Happy Few is overpriced? Yeah, We Happy Few. You're right. Their previous game. Same scenario. I think it's smart. Hi-Fi Rush. You're right. I should have expected this to be cheaper. I shouldn't have been surprised. They've been doing this. This poor man. Those are the 2 shots. He's in this thing for 2 shots, and both of them is like extreme close-ups of him over emoting. Shit. He's in here. He's in here toward the end. There he is. This poor guy. I think from my perspective as an African-American literature professor, this game is very exciting. Yeah. Except, like, what if they, like, here's the thing. What if they just had Zelda combat? You know what I mean? Like, what if you just hit them? What if you just bonked these enemies once and they go, "Arr!" and then they're just dead? Like, would the game be worse?
An ancient magical power that chooses the surface and echo.
Just a couple of...
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually
Zelda doesn't have good
shifts
combat?
into
Exactly, because
the
it's not.
surreal,
That's not what the
revealing
game's
that
focused
creatures from
on.
the old
Same with
folktales
this.
actually exist.
You up here.
Look at this.
My salvation.
We don't.
Among
I don't
them is
believe that
Little
you're
Catfish,
focused on
the
combat.
storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver, so did you say?
You're not about
Would you
combat. That's not.
kindly
That's
do
not who
your
you are.
weaver
Don't worry
thing
about it
and
so
let
much.
me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey.
Have we
All
seen
of
much
Hazel's
exploration? No, we have not actually. They promise it and they hint at it, but they don't really demonstrate it too much. Next game was Expedition 33.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refresh the genre with new features.
So it doesn't
and
have
to
good
place in a
combat. Okay,
compelling
so
world.
Zelda doesn't have exemplary
I knew I
combat.
needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
You know what I mean? Zelda has simple
and that quickly turned
combat
into trading
that
files back and
serves its
forth.
purpose.
Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera
It's
system.
not DMC, exactly.
Things really
Yeah.
clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I
Wind
went
Waker,
back
hell
and
yeah.
forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers. And
Sorry, I'm so fascinated that this is a $50 game. I think they're really positioning it for success. It probably wasn't an easy call for the publisher, who definitely could have sold many copies of this game at $70. But they're they're launching an IP here. I fucking get it. Position yourself for success. The name's a tough sell for the first one, yeah. Guess the game length? Has that been published? I'm guessing the game length is 110 hours. Unpopular genre big picture wise, yeah. Yeah, have they actually said? Yeah, then she fades away because she turned 33. Goodbye, my love. Yeah, so my vibe with this game is I really wish it had more I guess like a groundedness. And what's kind of funny is like during this presentation, they spent some time to acknowledge my personal fears. They're like, hey, look, it's not all dark. They said 30 plus hours. Okay. 30 main, 60 extra. That's nice. That's really nice. 500 plus hours if you plan to learn French. I'm not. But like, I don't like, you know, it's tough to show this. Like the little teenage girl party member is like concerned that everybody gets things better than she does. Like that's a cutscene you're picking? You think that makes her like a likable character?
Characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
The heart of the
You
story.
poor thing. God, I can't wait to hear more of that conversation, says my chat. My chat says, yeah, good dialogue. almost as good as Metaphor. So anyway, that's like my primary concern with this game. Is it's like it's these characters talking to each other, and then maybe like a bunch of mask creatures who kind of bobble about.
To their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
That, if I may, disprove myself wrong immediately, I feel like this is really well acted.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Video game characters typically don't interrupt each other well. That was actually really well done. I liked that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually...
That's your Daredevil? Where? What are you talking about?
I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
Charlie Cox is the main guy? Whoa. Has he been secretly French this whole time?
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
Yep.
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty
Patrick Stewart was
philosopher
secretly French. Good
he
to
has
know.
a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemy.
So sorry, is this one... I knew Ben Starr was in the game. I presumed he would be the main character. Is this guy Ben Starr?
He defeats.
Is he the Freak Beast?
Need foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and
He's
go.
the bad guy.
He
Cool.
is a Jest Troll, which are a group of playful beings.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting, right? The Bestial Wheel. So, does that spin? Do you not choose which creature you become? You just spin the wheel and then it randomly chooses a creature for you to become? It spins. It spins. That's fun.
Who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Jest Trolls across the game. And of course, there is Esquier. who is
So
one of
that's
the
Ben
oldest
Starr, I get it.
And lore-wise, the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
He's such a chocobo. He's such a chocobo.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution.
And then again, you know, like, I get that, like, they all have their own aesthetic. They're part of the same expedition. The Queen has sent them out. But there is a lot of sameness with the costume designs. Only one belly button in this whole party is crazy. So I hope you can definitely unlock more costumes in this game too. But hey, for, you know, it's a $50 game. They got costumes? Okay. It'll make the beach scene that much more impactful. And then, yeah, like, obviously, like,
players will really connect with.
I feel like the whole game takes place in a dreamscape, right? This fucking guy, I can't believe this. Like, obviously, a lot of this stuff is staged for the cameras, but no, I genuinely believe this fucking huge organ is, like, actually hanging out right in this room. Do you mind if I play? Like, nobody's gonna say no, but yeah, they mind, dude. I'll stop if it's bothering you. Like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision
That's
for our
so
own take on
crazy.
the genre's core game.
Oh, he's the lead game designer. Nobody's gonna say no to him. No. I didn't realize you find out one shot later. No, this is Michel. He's the lead game designer. He doesn't even ask. He just comes in and starts playing.
Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time.
Yeah, this shit's pretty nuts, huh? I'm keeping motion blur on. I'm not turning this off. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to just see this shit. I feel like every single attack is overly detailed. Switches to Virtuose stance if target is burning. Regains 0 to 2 AP. I guess it's not that bad. Once you learn what Virtuose stance is, it's not too bad.
Time reaction.
It's the the hundreds of combat effects is crazy. So is she like in Limit Break there?
Which gives.
Yeah, I feel like she's like fully Limit Breaked here.
Combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
So negate all damage, which is pretty crazy.
Turn base with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right.
Yeah. And then what was our last game? Oh, Doom. Doom's going casual.
It's contextual. Tons of depth on it.
They said like previously, we wanted you to like run and jump and shoot.
2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Like, we kind of want the game to be less demanding. They like explicitly said that. Second world map, thanks for being a 46 month, they're highly relevant. Expedition 33 has a world map. Go to the 33 shot list of all the abilities. All right, I'll try. It's hard. It's honestly hard to go through this thing because it's like 2 hours long. Because there's 1 hour of coming soon. And then I get that all white page. There it is. Oh shit. Check this out. No, there's definitely some shit where it's like if you have a negative status effect on you, you get a boost to that. Why would you want to burn yourself? To boost my damage. Yeah, way too much though. They overdid it. Yeah. Cut this in half, perhaps. How many... You get the point cost. How many points? You got 7. She's got 17 available Lumina points. I wonder what like a regular character does, You know what else it should have is just like a thing where it's like, hey, just like give me a recommended. They should have some shit like that where it's just like, yeah, just give me what you recommend. Kingdom Hearts style, yeah. Look at the bar on the left. Oh my god. No, this can't be right. That's not to scale, chat. No. Don't look at this. That's not to scale. All right. Anyway, back to Doom. The costumes are boring. Chat says there'll be more. Yeah, you really never see the player character do anything impressive in this gameplay. You know what I mean? And I think that's intentional. I'm not saying that's how the game will be. I'm saying that's how the game was presented in this presentation. I'm not saying this will be a low skill ceiling game. But what they showed to you today was a fairly simple looking game. Like, I honestly think it looks stupid when, like, the giant ring appears. It's like, okay, come and get your one-hit kill. Come and step up and press one button to kill this monster. Okay, and now it's dead. And then, like, this shit's crazy. This is crazy. This seems so un-Doom-like to me. Where, like, none of these enemies pose a threat. None of these enemies is actually trying to kill you. They're just... It's the power fantasy, bro. It's kind of like classic Doom. I feel like in classic Doom, a room like this is going to kill you 3 times. In classic Doom, a room like this is scary. You're fucking scared out of your mind to see a room like this. Not like, oh yeah, I gotta kill all these guys easily. It's like Dynasty Warriors, yeah. And like more like come kill me circles, you know? It's so crazy. It looks simple. They presented a simple looking game. Right? Like, I feel like even there, like, they have they must have this on super easy difficulty. That guy, like, you know, he took like 1 second of bullets. He's like, oh yeah, I'm tired. Come kill me now. This big boy is like, oh yeah, you shot me. Come kill me. Oh, okay, that's enough. And then he dies. A room like this is not scary. I just threw my boomerang at 5 shielded guys and they all died. And so, yeah, I think they captured all this stuff on easy, which is kind of like the point we're trying to make here, right? They're trying to present a basic, broad game. Obviously, it can be harder. If you're looking for more of a challenge, it will present one. That guy's walking away from you. What kind of demons are these? Where are you going? That guy's running away. This fucking guy, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I'm not here. I gotta go. You're like, what are you doing? And then you shoot him. Oh no, he's still walking away. That's crazy. Doom guy's reputation precedes him. I wish that was the case for some of these guys. Hell yeah. It's like, oh no, it's Doom guy. I gotta go. Like, that is so silly, and that's kind of like what my criticism for what Doom Eternal seems to be, is it's like prompt and response, right? You know, like a rhythm game almost. Here's my prompt. 5 shield guys, shield to shield. So I throw my green shield and kill them all in 1 hit. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's not strategy. It's just I'm responding to the prompt. Boop. Got it. High skill. Oh, I'm good. Like, what did you do? What did you even do? What'd you do? What do I think about the toned down gore? That's imagined. I watched the enemy splatter into pink mist. What do you mean toned down? What do you mean toned down gore? Look in front of you. What do you mean toned down gore? Is this more or less appealing because it looks easy to you? Okay, so that's what's crazy is, bro, 600. I'm gonna put that parry up to 600. Watch me. Resource values? You're just gonna let the players fuck with your economy? This shit's actually crazy. This is actually crazy. That's actually kind of nuts. How is the direct? Really good. Really good. I actually love that they're so long. I love letting a game speak for itself for so long. I still think it's overproduced. I think they make them schmaltzy. They get rid of the schmaltzy. It's so weird. They like make fun of their own schmaltziness here at the end, but then go full schmaltz right back. You know what I mean? They bounce back and forth. This guy's like, this is so crazy. This is like, what am I doing here? But then also like they go straight back to we are Xbox. We're making worlds. You know, like, all right. All right. I know it. Yeah, that's the vibe the rings give me too. And there's an early shot where you can almost like see you get to select from a ring. I can't remember when. It's like a gameplay shot. You see the 4 colors in a little reticle almost as if you're like selecting which color you're going to focus on. But it definitely seems like green projectiles are the ones you can slam with your shield. If you see a green projectile, you can bounce that back. Boop, like that. Pink means come and get me. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Come and get me. I guess it's more purple than pink. Simon says the Dark Ages. Yeah. Simon says the Dark Ages. But it's not even like there's no memorization. It's just like hit the green button. Hit the yellow button. Green button. Bop it, the Dark Ages. Peanut Butter's gonna love this, yeah. And honestly, like, I'm suspicious that Doom Eternal was always a peanut butter game, and my chat wasn't willing to accept that. Yellow, green, pink, green. There, so that shit. Sorry. We'll catch it. We'll catch it. We'll catch it. It appears again later. There, this thing. Later on, I do think it's 4 different colors, but here it looks like you can only do red or green. I don't know what that means, dude. What a strange reticle. Directional, yeah. But you never see the payoff. You never see what happens afterward. Directional block? Yeah, maybe that's how that works. Which I think would be cool. Yellow. Reduced gore. My foot. Green. Yellow, yellow, yellow. There. Okay. I do think it's directional blocking. Yeah, I think it's a really good theory, chat. Sorry, I think we gotta go in here again. Looks like we're blocking high here. Maybe that's what that means. Hard to say. Yellow, 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 purple. Like that's, chat, that is what this game looks like to me. It doesn't look, and in fact, it like doesn't look cool. It's hard to explain, but like the actions you just took seem so automated that like they've removed the power fantasy. It feels like I'm Teddy Roosevelt and someone's like bringing out a little bear chained to a leash, right? And they're like, "Come on, Teddy, shoot the bear." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking shoot a chained bear." This game is full of chained bears. You get what I'm saying? That's a chained bear right there. All games are shooting chained bears? Yeah. Yeah. It's just about hiding that fact. You're right about that. How is this different from Rebirth making you hit elemental weaknesses until enemies fill the stagger gauge? You don't have to. Making you hit elemental weaknesses? Yeah, right, chat. Obviously, I mean, there are enemies in FF7 Rebirth. There's enemies in many games that are like, they give you a prompt. That's like countering. That's like a cool counter. And I mean, like Ninja Gaiden 4, right? Okay, time to hit the block button. Hell yeah. This game is just all that. This game seems to be all that. No, I don't mind a prompt that's like, okay, time to hit it, but like, there's just so much of this. I don't know if we've seen 3 seconds of gameplay of this game without some fucking colored orb around an enemy. Colored orbs, man. Face it, chat. Your favorite franchise is basic. The sooner you come to terms with that, the sooner you can move on to like an actual hard game, like Elden Ring. Good click. We got the title. We got the title. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, you know what? The more we watch of this shit, it's crazy. Here's your 3 blue potions. At this point, I've watched too much of this Doom game. It was our immediate assessment was that they were going broad and they like presenting a game that like I would like to play, right? But like, I don't think it's gonna be like this universal appeal. I don't think they're gonna get the praise they're seeking. Praise. I don't think they're going to get the praise that they're seeking. When I stream Expedition 33, can we speak French in chat? Yes, you can speak French. I'll probably play in English so we hear Charlie Cox though. 82 on Metacritic. Yeah. You can already tell what the reviewers are going to complain about. Yeah, maybe you can turn off the colored orbs, the prompts. Animal Crossing in May confirmed? Hell yeah. Honestly, this man isn't good enough for Isabelle anymore. This man has gone soft. You predict it's more appealing than Eternal? Yeah. Here's the thing, at least it has a very distinct, clear direction. You would not mistake this game for one of the other Dooms. They really are making their own unique game there. How'd they get an Emmy? How'd you get that? They were walking in sync. This was rehearsed. This was not their first take, chat. You're asking why they're so serious? Because they've had to fucking focus on this shit. This would take me 50 takes. I would fuck this up 100 times. And my poor studio would be like, come on, bro. Please. This guy loves working in Dallas. This guy's all about it. And I feel like somebody producing this was like, can we get him up front? You're a character. What's your name? Bill. Get up here. Bill. Let's get Bill in the front row. You. What's your name? It's also Bill. Can you get in the back? All right. Round of applause for Bill. Round of applause for Bill. Yeah, I design all the colored circles. It's this guy, bro. He's the one who's like, we should have like a like a big purple circle around the enemy when it's time to go get their one-hit kill on them. Just a giant purple circle. Unmistakable from across the entire world of the game. You can probably make that circle smaller. Why are you that confident you can make those circles smaller? Suicide Squad School of Game Design. Even those purple enemies. Or blue when it's time to get your one-hit kill on them. It wasn't a big circle around them. Couldn't pay Mick Gordon. Could have made a big deal out of his personality. I think there's no amount they could have paid Mick Gordon that he would say yes to. It sounds like an absolutely scorched bridge. That situation. Mega burned. Yeah. It sounds like the bridge is annihilated. Bridge burned, wall built. They built a wall right in the middle of the river. It's weird. It's weird, but they did it. All right, chat. That'll do it, though. I gotta figure out what the central premise of today's delayed input is. And honestly, what I'm thinking about the most from what you've told me and what we've seen is the difference between a $40 game and a $50 game and a $70 game. This one is not a $50 game. What does that mean about it? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here, look at this fucking still, bro. Look at this still. Ideally, you'd be like, okay, how would I even like assess a scenario? I'm like, I can imagine myself bouncing around this video game level. I see these guys are going to pose no threat. I'm just going to mow them all down. Basically, I just need to worry about dodging this guy's orange fireballs until I can hit him in the head enough to get a purple circle, you know? And like, it's so wide. They're like, these are our biggest environments ever. It's like, prove to us why that's good. Why is it good the environments are big? Why would that make the game more fun? What is good about that? Epic. It's epic. It's epic. It's huge. It's epic. Yeah, it's weird, man. Especially with less movement. Yeah, if this is a stand and fight game. Why? $700 PS5 Pro versus $40 Xbox game. Sony loses every time, smug YouTuber face. That's a good premise. I like that. Especially if you factor in Game Pass Ultimate. These games are basically free. Elden Ring huge environments made the game. Yeah, but when you look at an Elden Ring screenshot, you're like, ooh, I want to go there, I want to go there. I would do that. You know what I mean? Like, you could basically like pathfind with your imagination. This doesn't compel you to do that. You know what I mean? Pallet Town Pete, thanks for being a 51-monther. Hey Kyle, is the smartest person contest happening this year? I believe so. But first things first, these guys has got to do their game of the year. And then I think we'll worry about a smartest person contest. And here's, like, I haven't been even, like, talked to about it, but, you know, give them time. There was a whole wildfire scenario. Give them a moment. They'll do it. Jones and Bloodworth are both back home now. Good to hear. And yeah, and I feel like even like here's the thing, they promise the giant robot fights and the dragon riding are not one-off segments, that they have their own mechanics and upgrades and boss fights. But like that was in flashes. That was shown in flashes. So like even though they tell me it's more in depth than I think it is, they haven't visually proven that. I feel like this is a joke game. They're working harder on this game than any Doom game they've ever made. You know what I mean? They're putting more resources and development into this than any of the other Doom games. And it just kind of like comes off fluffy. All the melee looked delayed to you? Yeah. Yeah. It didn't seem tight. They needed a moment like this.
For this
same guys? A moment like this.
next stuff, we wanted to actually pick up the pace just a little bit.
Yeah. How about we go full bore and really see what this Slayer can do? Maybe little FOV change, little mouse and keyboard.
You guys like the mouse and keyboard, right?
That's funny, bro. You guys like the mouse and keyboard, right? Yeah! Sorry, for context, they're at QuakeCon. This is QuakeCon 2018. Unchain the Bears. Yeah, Unchain the Bears. Here we go.
All right. Buckle up.
Buckle up. Yeah, you feel an immediate difference there, don't you? Buckle up. Wow.
Earth is the melting pot of the universe.
I'm not saying that you won't be able to move like this in the new game, but they didn't want to present this. You know what I'm saying? You will see streamers playing like this, but they didn't want to present it that way. Very fast Doom looks difficult to normies, yeah. I am confused about when I'm supposed to kill the enemies because there's no magic circles around them though. This is so compressed, even for me on my end. Yeah, when's the magic circle? How do I know which attack to use against this guy? Yeah, wow. Anyway, that was interesting, chat, to pull that up to see the difference between the two games. You see them flashing blue? Yeah, that's what Suicide Squad would do. You don't need circles. You really don't need circles. I've never played Doom. This looks more fun than the new game. Yeah. So I feel like, here's the thing. I don't feel like this is a flaw of the game. I think this is a flaw of the game. I think this is. This looks stupid to me. I think this is a flaw of the demonstration. Well, no, this looks stupid too. Shit. I feel like they just demoed it really simply today. I feel like they made a noted effort to only show controller gameplay. Hard to explain, man. You got a giant demon coming out of the ground, and it actually, like, doesn't hit you. You know what I mean? I think it's partially the animation. It seems light. But it's like partially the scenario too. It's, you know, it's like Doom Guy in Fantasyland where like nothing's actually happening. We're not scared of that thing. I think it needed more detailing. Bad demon design, not cool enough in a post-From world. Kind of agree. Kind of agree. The shit's light. Tiny Tina's Doomland. That's funny as shit. Tiny Tina's Doomland. Holy fuck. Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm looking at here. Looks like God of War sized open areas and exploration. No, because like God of War doesn't line them up like that. I don't know. Like it feels more like Dynasty Warriors. I get it. They're all just like fucking lined up for you to just like come and get them, you know? This guy is running away from you. He runs. He does not want to fight the Doom guy. Also, the puzzles did look God of War-y, though. That's fair. Absolute fodder, yeah. That's not how it's going to be. Okay. All right. Yeah. So whatever the case is, this is how the game was presented. They wanted to present low-skill gameplay. They wanted anybody in this broad audience watching this to think, oh, I could do that. And truly, they did. I watched this thinking, oh, I could do that. Oh, yeah, I could hit that projectile back. I can figure out which one is green. I can hit purple when you ask me to hit purple. They made a point of calling it a Doom for all Slayers. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they presented. For sure. The green slow projectiles bug you worse than the purple circles. And that's the thing. If you ever complain about that, if in 6 months you're complaining about that, people would just be like, turn up the speed. So turn up the speed then. That'll teach you. You know what I mean? It's a good idea. If you think our game is too hard or too easy, fix it yourself. Like, okay, all right. If you're bored, fix it. If this is a boring game to you, just fix it. Like, which part? Like, we have 10 sliders. Fix it. Kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, sorry. I get into the weeds. I think what was presented today, actually, there's a better screen at the end, was a really nice developer direct. I think they did some good shit here today. Shit. I want the image. I want the image of everybody hanging out together at the end. There it is. And look at those release dates. You're set. You're set for months. Best game showing? I think Expedition 33 had the nicest like presentation. If you're asking like who did the best presentation, who had the best like, we're gonna introduce the audience here, we're gonna introduce this concept here, and then we're gonna escalate and escalate and escalate. They like saved the open world for last, as if that was a really fun thing for them to unveil. You know, I think that was a really nice presentation. You agree with Ninja Gaiden 4 was best presentation? It was this the whole time. Okay, it's this. They show Ryu. They're like, okay, but also he's got most of the same moves. It's like, I don't know. There's no arc to that presentation. No, it's still, actually, it is still called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Maybe there just wasn't enough room here. I don't know why. Do I think Gaiden 4 would have a release date if GTA 6 had a release date? No. 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 No, I can't. No, I don't think that would run up against any other like big release. You know, they introduced rail grinding and grappling, but immediately, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about presentations. We're talking about presentations. The rail grinding and grappling was like within the first 10 seconds of them showing off that game. I'm gonna say Holsey. Let me know if that's incorrect. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. Hulksy, maybe. Maybe hit the C hard. They saved the parry for halfway through? I don't think so. I think they showed like all of that game in the first 10 seconds. Okay. I forgot there's a bunch of lore that obviously my chat doesn't actually care about here.
Soul Ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain.
Yeah, this sucks, bro. If this is the whole game, please don't. Please don't.
The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility.
I'm counting this in your 10 seconds. Yeah, I forgot about that. Platinum Games reveal is pretty clutch. Has the N and the U always been like that? Wall running. Rail grinding. Oh, it is. He did not get on the rail. There he is. Grappling hook. Rail grinding. Counters. All right. They showed you everything you needed to see in the first 10 seconds of gameplay, and then it's just that for the next 5 minutes. There's no excuse me. There's no acceleration here. It's all there, chat. You saw everything you needed. They just keep showing you this over and over and over. You can't wait for the Curse Parade tomorrow? Yeah, we'll be playing Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Escalation was the word I could not find, thank you, chat. Yeah.
This is it.
So that's what I need. When you ask me, like, what's the best presentation, you know what I mean? I think about, like, how to give your audience information. How to make them excited, how to make them enticed. You know, and, like, introduce your concept, intrigue your audience. Give them questions. Delight them. Show them surprises, things they didn't expect to see. You don't really get a lot of that from this presentation until the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Kyle, is this what you do for us? I try to, yeah. Thank you, Astrotazo. When it comes to a dark, slimy Ninja City streets, Kyle is a bit of a negative Nancy today. I just think it is so clear. I mean, here, there is this bamboo forest. This looks nice. What I really appreciated was the juxtaposition. I'm glad that this game was announced so you could immediately see, like, what I'm talking about. What the new game is missing is immediately present right here. The combat looks cooler. The environments look cooler. The character looks cooler. Everything about this is more interesting than what was shown off in the new game. More color? Absolutely, yeah.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Are you kidding me? Like, I don't know how to explain it, right? But that shot of that villain with the cracked mask gives you, like, it gives you something. I'm given something. Who's the villain of Ninja Gaiden 4? Draw them in your notebooks right now. Hand them in at the end of class. I know I'm right about this. I know I'm being a negative Nancy, but that's the content I've been given.
Go back to hell. All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
They were right to save this for after. They were right. They were right about that, yeah. They were right. And honestly, it's so cool. It's not like remake. It's just called Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. That makes it so cool, I think. Who is the villain of any of the Ninja Gaidens? Cracked Mask guy. I got him. I saw him. This was a good trailer. What you just saw for Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is a good trailer. Now, obviously, this is a complete game, whereas this one is a game coming out in the fall. I realize they have fewer resources to show you. But what I'm saying is, it was not a great presentation, which was the question. Best presentation today. Anyway. I think South of Midnight had a kind of bad presentation. Way too focused on combat. Oh yeah, they really went on combat for a long time. And not enough on like what actually makes the game unique, which is its environments and folklore. Expedition 33 had a great presentation where they like step by step take you into the world, introduce these concepts to you. They talked about the development too, which is something I liked a lot in the previous developer directs and wasn't talked about too much in this. Remember, like, I was making fun of that Minecraft Legends thing, right? But what I liked a lot about that presentation is they like talked about like things that worked and didn't work. They were legitimately like saying like, yeah, we had this thing where like we had created this creature and then it like spawned too many of them and everybody's like, oh, fuck these lions, you know? That's fun and interesting. Thank you for telling us these things. This entire developer direct came off way more flatly promotional. However, the most developer speak we got was during the Expedition 33 discussion. When they were talking about how like, yeah, it's really hard. Like, here's the thing. If you can time the button presses correctly, you take 0 damage. It kind of fucks up game balance for people who can't time those. And so I think like, you know, there's actually like development talk there to have. And then this was like entirely PR-ified. To the point where like I feel like like the head of PR at Bethesda was capturing all the gameplay. The head of PR said, "You know what? I should do it. We shouldn't show like a really good gamer playing this game. It should be me." All right. You got it. Todd got on the sticks. Yep. So yeah, I'll get working on the video. Hopefully that'll be posted by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. But yeah, that was a fun presentation. They're still fun. It actually wasn't the best. Here's the thing. I think it's the 4 best games. I think the games they picked are really cool. It was not the best developer direct of the 3 that they've had. I might still give that to the first one. Chop chop. Yeah, I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Figure out our thesis, chat. What's the theme of the episode? What's the statement we got to make? Good luck on the vid. Thanks. Do I find it kind of shocking how close they're all releasing? Avowed in February? I think it's kind of like no, I don't find it too shocking in that there's a lot of stuff that just got bumped out of the end of last year, right? So I kind of think this is just when these games are all ready. They're finally cooked. May for Doom is nice. And South of Midnight in contrast, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I think these are pretty well spaced. I think they did a good job with that. Theme. The best Xbox can do is still not enough. No. Here's the okay. Here's the thing. Saying that like this is a $40 video game is like saying this is not the best we could do. Look, 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 look. We can do better than this. We can do better than this. So it's like, you know, it's like obviously, like, look, we know that this one pot is clipping through the drying rack. Like, we know. Here, just we're asking for just $40. So I kind of like that aspect of this, you know? The console war is over, but people will still be fighting the fight. No, here's the other thing. Like, when you see this shit, you should look at it skeptically. Like, Xbox as a publisher fired so many people last year. You don't owe them anything. All that you owe them is derision. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. Like, they're advertising you for an hour. You know what I mean? You don't owe them shit. Like, you know, we should not be sitting here and being like, thank you for making that commercial for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like kind of, it's equally nice and effed up when they're like showing the smiling faces of the people working on these games. They're like, look how human we are. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not, though. You are not, though. You'd let them go on a second. You owe this person nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you have no loyalty to any of these people. You've proven that within the last 12 months. Two years ago, the smiling faces were Tango. Yeah, exactly. Last year, it was the studio making that Mana game. Who's it going to be this year? This year, I think all 4 games are safe, but who knows? So anyway, like this deserves negativity, right? Like, it doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. You shouldn't be nice about something like this. And you wouldn't hear any criticism about Intergalactic? Watch my video. I love the Intergalactic presentation, but absolutely I have criticisms for it. How many will Sony fire after the gas debacle? I mean, they've already let at least one studio down, shut down, that was working on a game as a service. They've said they won't shut the other studios down. Obviously, it's Bend and Bluepoint. They won't shut them down, but yeah, you know. You don't owe them anything either. Yeah, here's the thing. Rappy, Gamer Lazy One, it's insane to watch this presentation, say, oh, you know what? This was kind of stupid. A lot of these presentations were actually not that good. And then say, ha, console wars. No. Actually, no. The only reason he doesn't like this is console wars. If a bad studio is making a bad game, why is it bad to lay off? If a bad studio is making a bad game, like, stop them. Stop them. Tell them to stop. Don't wait until like it's a year away from coming out and then like say like, ooh, we didn't get a lot of pre-orders. Maybe we should cut back on our advertising. You got to be able to know what a bad game looks like. Exactly. Yeah. Protect your workers. You like, here's the chat. Here's the thing. You gotta have like a Nintendo nose. You gotta be a Miyamoto. You gotta come into their offices and flip their fucking tables over. Miyamoto never would have let Concord happen. He would have flipped over all those tables. It would have been an office full of upended tables. Not a surface top in sight. Just a bunch of table legs sticking up. He would have ravaged that office. He would not, you know, he wouldn't let it happen. What about when Miyamoto's gone? They got plenty. They have a lot of Miyamotos. Why didn't he fix ARMS? I mean, here's the thing. He also made his final directed game was Star Fox Zero. I'm not saying he's flawless, but I don't think he's ever buried a studio. Wii Music. I do recall Wii Music. Yeah. I don't think he's ever led a studio to its doom. I think there's that at least. All right, anyway, chat. Let's end it there. I got some work to do. I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll be playing Ninja Gaiden Black 2 tomorrow. We'll go as far as I can. We'll go to the end of my skill level until like it's very clear that I won't get past level 2. But I am curious about the game. I do want to play it. I think it looks fun. Hell yeah. I hope you hate it. Yeah, right. The camera is rough. I've played a lot of games with rough cameras. I've played plenty. We'll handle it. Level 2, so optimistic. Do I have birthday plans? Yeah, I'm making delayed input all day today. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to write a script. I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to get it up. It's going to happen. Those are my birthday plans. Treat yourself to a Shamrock Shake. They don't make those in January, unfortunately. All right. Anyway, chat. See you all later. Thanks for hanging out. And fun streams coming up this weekend. See you, everybody.
It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. Tie your shoes. It's a robot party. Pet the dog. It's a robot party. Collect the clues. It's a robot party. No eggnog. It's a robot party. Safety first. It's a robot party. Feelings last. It's a robot party. Soda thirst. It's a robot party. Nuclear blast. It's a robot party. Now we dance till midnight. Now we dance till midnight.
See you.